What's up? Everybody's been talking about this video and how is it gonna sound? What was it gonna look like? And I was thinking, should I do it live? And I said, nah, just go ahead and record it. I recorded. I was this close to making this video live, just so we can get it all out the way and get everybody's questions and stuff out. But I said, let me be clear. So I'll just do it this way. It's your boy Carcino. Um, this is Carcino for Life channel. If you want to support this channel, you can. You can make donations in the description box. You can click the link and do what you do. Now, from that point, we are ready. Now, the Ebro and 50 Cent feud, or the truth behind the beef, or the truth behind the 50 Cent Ebro beef, however you want to word it. Let's take it from the top. Now, when 50 Cent was on his rise and getting ready to come out, everybody was, this is the underdog. They've held him down. No one wanted to see him rise to the top, right? Now, he had incidents with Ja Rule and Irv Gotti over a situation with a watch. That led to a stabbing incident in the studio, a fight in Atlanta. And from that point on, those two were engaged in, a problem. They had real serious problems. So that was some real stuff. Then 50 Cent gets shot. Wasn't over that situation, but the same people that are affiliated with them were accused. So when 50 Cent's getting ready to come out, Eminem, Fifth have been basically, taking little jabs at them, in their songs and stuff, but nothing really that was like really bringing it to them. So they said, you know what? I'm not gonna have 50 Cent. We're not gonna don't put any diss records on Ja Rule because he had Your Life on the Line and all these songs out, and they were like, okay, just don't diss Ja on this album. They were not gonna diss Ja Rule on the album because they didn't want to have that. So this is before Wankster and all that stuff, and Ja Rule coming out talking about, I'm warning Eminem, if you're gonna authorize 50 Cent to come after my company or coming after me and my company, then we're gonna have to shut you down. Once he said that, then they were like, okay, that's it. Do whatever you want to do to Ja Rule. And that started the feud. Where 50 started unloading and unloading. He had back now. Because now Ja crossed the line with Eminem, and then when you did that, you crossed the line with Interscope. So that became the norm. At this time, this is 2003. 50 Cent is getting ready to debut in New York. Every radio station is playing and spinning 50 Cent records like crazy. And the club was like the new anthem song for New York. 50 Cent come out, the whole thing, the beef with Ja Rule, all this stuff was going on, and there was the marketing plan for it. And everybody played those records. They were right there to play the records. And when Ja Rule had his new album come out, they were right there to try to smash all of it down. Destroy Murder INC, destroy Ja Rule, destroy the whole thing. And when they tried to fight fire with fire, they were going to lose. Because that marketing machine that they had over there at Interscope was something else. They kept smashing and smashing and smashing. So at this time, Ebro is there. He's the program manager or whatever, program director at this time. He's playing 50 Cent heavy. He's loving 50 Cent. He's loving the Ja Rule thing. They're loving all of this attention towards radio, wanting to catch the new Ja Rule record. They are loving all these program directors. They feel like, okay, this is the radio record. That's the club thing. 50 Cent's hot right now because he's dissing Ja Rule. It wasn't no, oh my God, this is ruining hip hop in New York. So Ebro decides he's going to say 50 Cent ruined hip hop in New York City. You know, his beef with Ja tore, made tore New York into pieces, and everybody had to choose a side on which side you wanted to be on. And it just divided hip hop in New York and it couldn't recover. That's the dumbest statement I've ever heard in my life. There's Nas, there's Jay-Z, there's so many artists in New York City that a beef with 50 Cent and Ja Rule is going to divide New York and nobody else can make another record. You know how stupid that sounds? And coming from somebody who was a director of music in New York City, you were the program director. You decide what music goes out and what music don't. And at that time, y'all were playing music from down south. You weren't playing Cali. Y'all was playing all them Atlanta dudes' music. And the music steadily got worse and worse and worse. And people had projects out y'all didn't even get behind. So nobody told you to pick a side, Ebro. You could have been playing Ja Rule's music. You could have been giving it the spins it was supposed to get. You could have gave Ashanti the spins that she was supposed to get. But there was other artists out there. Okay? Y'all were giving those spins to Jay. You was giving that spins to Kanye West. You was giving those spins to the people that they told you to. But you had the TIs to look out for. You guys were spinning Plies. And you had all these guys in New York who was putting out projects from Jada Kids down the line. And you guys weren't getting behind them. Method Man was putting projects out. You wasn't looking to give Method Man any spins. LL Cool J had projects out. You weren't looking to give LL no spins. You weren't giving any spins to those people in New York, even the up-and-coming artists. You were not spinning those records. So if hip-hop died in New York City, 50 Cent couldn't kill it. That is the dumbest, most ignorant statement ever made, probably in history, from a program director of that city. When your title is program director, that means you approve what's going out there and what's going to be displayed. Okay? So when he makes that statement, it spreads like wildfire, like a wildfire everywhere. That's just a word that just cuts through the air. So you basically slandered this man and put that a stigma on him. 50 Cent killed hip hop in New York. An ignorant person would take that and run with it. But it's weird that comment comes from a program director. Why? Why would Ebro be saying that when he was the one spinning the records and was happy when it was going on? Now he's looking back like, oh, God, it split the city in half. It didn't split nobody in half. He kept dissing all the artists in New York. That's what killed it. Nah. It wasn't. Tell me how many Fat Joe songs was you spinning at that time? How many Terror Squad records was you spinning? Hmm? What was you spinning? That's what I want to know. How many of those records were you spinning? All the New York talent. You know, because you was going down south crazy. It was all about Luda. It was all about down south. They were popping. Whatever was the new pop trendy song, you were going to play that over and over again. And don't get that break. Oh, let Flex them a debut that. Let Flex them handle that. They'll choose their little songs they want to play. But they couldn't get that platform. New York couldn't get that platform, even though it's a New York base. You know why? Because you, as program director, know what I know, Ebro. You don't make those calls. You play like you do. Because the program director, that's their job. They're supposed to make those calls. But those calls come from someplace else. And you talking about we don't accept payola, brother, you don't know what y'all do. You think those fans come from Ariana Grande on their own? Hmm? You think 7th Streeter just all of a sudden getting a record deal all of a sudden? Huh? And they making all this money more than the artists. They getting paid now. And they finally getting their credit. But they've been out here making this music for a while. But they didn't have anybody that was really going to support them and play their music. Ain't that right? Mr. Ebro. So 50 calls him out on it. And mentions like, hey, dog, you was the program director. That's your job. But those decisions are made at another office. Is what Ebro really want to say. But he know he really can't go there. Those are made up top. They tell me to play what records. Because then that's going to answer a whole different question. Who are them people then? Why are they so invested? They don't even listen to this music. Oh, because somebody pockets got greased to make sure that this album does this many spins at this radio station. And then we'll have such and such do A, B, C, and D on a promo tour with you on your station. We know how it works. We know how it works. There's different forms of payola. It's wash my back, I wash your back, bro. We know. So what transpires next? 50 Cent has the incident at Summer Jam where he was into it with Bangum Smurf. Bangum Smurf them throws a chair onto the stage. Right? 50 Cent catches the chair. Somebody else returns the chair or knocks it down or whatever. Now they want to act like 50 Cent gets into a chair throwing match at Summer Jam. And for the record, 50 Cent don't have to do Summer Jam. He's doing that for y'all. Because if he don't do it, y'all ain't going to spin his record. Just like that, y'all are not going to be able to, y'all not going to spin his records and tell him that they barred. Y'all are very petty like that. I've seen that happen. Meaning the station in general. Now, the situation takes another turn. Another turn. Because When this is done, they were like, well, we can't have 50 Cent back because it's too much of a risk. There's going to be a problem in New York City, and we just going to have to, chill on having 50 do Summer Jam. 50's like, cool, I don't, what would I do? What would I need with Summer Jam? So better for the other artists in New York, right? Y'all got somebody else to do Summer Jam because y'all really wasn't trying to have 50 there. Y'all want to get Rick Ross and We Taking Over and all these guys and have these dudes rock that stage. Then he brings up the incident with Slow Bucks. Again, this ain't have nothing to do with 50, really. Even though Slow Bucks claim it did. When Slow Bucks' chain got taken off the stage while 50 was performing. Over another incident, and he brings it up, that got 50 banned again from doing Hot 97. And that's it. We're not gonna go through it again. So that's what got him banned. So 50's had enough. Now people don't know if this is the Interscope reason is the one reason why he's doing this, but he's always had this slight disdain towards 50 Cent. Then he was like, "Oh, I supported Olivia, Ride Me. I support. I guess it ain't enough, huh? All right." And Fifth just had enough of it because it's nothing but pure hate that comes from Ebro. So when you saw Fifth say, "You know what? Now you need security." Somebody's gonna punch you in the face real soon at any one of these spots. It's going down. And he put the LOL in there laughing. Now, check it. Ebro's a smart man. He knows what he's doing. But sometimes even a smart man makes dumb mistakes. Getting under 50 Cent's radar is not a good idea. So it's not a healthy way to live, to be angry or warring with 50 Cent. Because he got all day to play with you. And he ain't going to forget by sight about you. He ain't going to forget about you at all. So nobody needs to worry about 50. He's definitely not going to forget this. I mean, you can go back and listen to the interview when they were in there talking about the double EP. They were talking about the when they had the Beauty and the Beast. And he's like he said, he's like, man, I come on the show and you come up in here with all this different type of hate, like everybody else is, oh man, let me hear that new track off the album. He's like, with us is let's talk about the marketing dollars. Like where the budget? Why you ain't pushing the money? What is the and it's more like Interscope was pushing him to do that. So you kind of see he's still the company man. He's still being the program director. Now, I give Ebro credit where it's due. He's good on the show. Like the show they do, he's actually good on it. He makes some good points, but then he gets caught up in his BS sometimes. And this is some of his BS that he's just caught up in. Now, if he said it and it went past everybody's head, then that's cool. But now his BS then got called up on, and now he's got to defend the BS that he put out there. But pretty soon it will lead to him getting smacked. And that's the real. So I gotta roll, so I'm gonna hit y'all back later. Carcino for life, I'm out. Oh yeah, you can sub too. I don't think I've ever told y'all to do that, but go and do that too. Oh yeah, and follow the playlist too. The truth behind hip hop beats. I'm out.